Okay, greetings everyone, this is First Centurion 753, the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4, Power and Revolution, and we're playing in the Return to the Golden Age of Greece, and we're coming up on the, there it is, coming up on the end of the second quarter, and it's about time to get ready for some new spending. I think we already spent, expecting a big surplus in the second quarter here. I'm thinking at least probably, whoa, 68 billion. I guess at least 15 to 20 billion dollars. Trying to infiltrate these martyrs for God. So I'm thinking 15 to 20 billion. I think I want to spend half of it. Our public debt, look at our public debt, it's down to 226. That's amazing. I think I want to spend half of the surplus, about 7, 8, maybe 9 billion on a quarter of it on defense and a quarter of it on quarter of it on educational, sports, and healthcare infrastructure. Paul, I think it was Eduardo Kenku who suggested that I build up my sports and cultural infrastructure to achieve my goals. So I think that we're going to go ahead and do that in the second quarter here when we get up to that. So infrastructure for sports. I've been funding all these different themes and disciplines, but again, I don't really have a lot of sports centers here. I was saving a lot of this for the campaign. I was going to use this, but I guess we should probably go ahead and build some of them now. Get some multi-sports complexes here. What are they? 40 million a year. So the surplus, I guess, 200 million. If we 5 of these would be a billion, right? So 5 multi-sports complexes, I think, might be in order. I wonder what the bump would be. That'll be $1 billion. And then we're probably gonna have to increase pay for all these guys. How much will this cost us? Give a bump for everyone. Of course, we're gonna get hit there. That's 1.5 billion. So I already spent $1 billion on missiles. Well, let's wait and see what the actual surplus is, and then we'll break this down a little bit more. Alright, so June 21st, and we're making some progress. The other move is going to be to invade Cyprus, too. This upcoming summer, for sure. What do we have here for Cyprus? 29,000 troops versus our 301. I think this will be pretty easy. What is this? A funeral for the Orthodox leader.
Funeral will take place.
Gotta go to that. Let's take a look at some military comparisons here for a second. Keep that running. And Cyprus. How are they looking as far as... They are pretty minimal with their troops. We are 50... Oh no, this is population. I wanted security. Soldiers. Oh yeah, we got a ton of soldiers. We are 17th in the world with troop size. They are 106th. So that'll be pretty easy. Let's check out tanks and armored cars here. We are 11th in the world. Still looking good there. Yeah, a little bump from the funeral. They have 482 tanks and armored cars. That's more than I thought. What do they have on fighters? We have 315. They have 1. Oh, we're gonna get killed. Did we just get some fighters? Did anything get delivered there?
I have to tell you that I am filled with pride to be the mother of a leader who is so loved by the people.
Alright, 72%. That's not great. Bargain concluding. Minister of Iran, Minister for Justice. That's good. What do we have here? Aha! There it is. French. 20 fighters and 20 helicopters have been delivered. I was waiting to see how many tanks actually came in. I think. Public sector finances. Oh, wow.
Good news.
16 billion.
Our financial performance in the last quarter shows a cash surplus. This will help us reduce our debts.
That's going to be huge. Huge. 16 billion. Journalists captured. Ah, no.
The terrorist organization has...
By the Syrian Kurds. Those are people did we support them in the past? What is our money situation looking like now? Okay. That's looking a lot better. 214 billion. I think it's time to spend, probably. And I was waiting for those public finances. Good, nice. I'm waiting still for that one deal of tanks, because I know that was what I was really looking at. The tanks were the ones... Oh boy. Train attack statement. We just got hit hard with terrorism. Purchasing gold from Turkey. Where is this? We want to see the French deals. Once-off purchase missile launcher, tanks and armored cars. They're delivered... Oh, wow. They're not going to deliver till the 12th. This was 60. A lot more than they were manufacturing. Oh, I don't know. Not the 12th, December. December's going to be way too long. Train attack and derailed. That's in Israel. Haifa, if I said that right.
The package has been delivered. The delivery
20 helicopters.
The package has been delivered.
20 fighters. I wanted to spend $1 billion on fighters. Pacifist Union, dead calm.
In a press release, the terrorist
Total
organization...
jihad. Alright, let's go ahead and try it. Here we go. EU Stability Pact. Welcome one and all. We gather to discuss the stability as defined acceptable limit for the budget deficit of member states. Deficit is expressed in percentage of GDP. Deficit. We don't even have a deficit, so let's try and propose a very low one there. Keep these economies
Here is our
stable.
growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month. This is a very good figure.
7% growth predicted. Unemployment is stagnant. Overall results are very good.
You are giving our country a big breath of fresh...
Let's get that bump from this guy. We need that one. And then, who's this? Maximum budget deficit framework officially is fixed at 3.28. That went down because it was at 3.6. 3.36, right? So that's pretty good. Alright, I think we did well with the French. 20 helicopters were delivered. How much did they produce? Just want to check that out. Are they producing... Purchasing... Helicopters. 21. Missile launchers was 20. I haven't confirmed whether or not you actually get the extra. Yeah, that confirms it. Okay, we got extra there. Alright, so let's go ahead and buy more fighters from the French, I think. French is our #1 ally. Our #1 arms seller. Meeting with them. Do I want a meeting with them? I don't know if I want a meeting with them. Part of me wants to try to get bases in their territories because they have things around the world. Who said that? Somebody. I was watching, I think it was last night, late, and I don't remember. Somebody had suggested that I do sort of like a Great White Fleet mission, which is kind of like with Teddy Roosevelt in the 1900s, where we sail an armada of battleships around the world. I guess we could do it with aircraft carriers or something like that. Pete Mitchell. Pete Mitchell's the one. Straight out of Top Gun. Yeah. Okay, so that could be something. Like if I buy bases, I would have to do it in my bases because I can't actually land in other people's bases, I don't think. Even with Syria, I attempted to land at their airport. I did like just toying around last night with a couple ideas, and I attempted to land at Syrian airport, airbase right there, with one of my planes and end up launching a airstrike against them, which is just ridiculous. So that game doesn't always work. I mean, access means I guess you can go through their territory, but it doesn't necessarily mean you can land or station your troops there unless you have your own base. So yeah, let's meet with the French and see if we can get some bases on their territory, because if so, then I can go ahead and build a base in like Guyana or something, you know, or the Caribbean. Right, that's France right there. Oh, there's probably some French islands. Yeah, there are the French islands right up there. So we could build bases in these territories maybe, and then project our power into the Caribbean. That would be something. Where else do the French have bases? That's a question. Yeah, they got some in the Indian Ocean down there. That's France. And I bet they got some in the Pacific too. Yep, French. Okay, and then there's New Caledonia. New Caledonia and French Indonesia. They have bases. They are a global power still. A French Empire or a French Commonwealth series is something I always thought of doing. Maybe invading Venezuela, taking over all that oil. That's a suggestion out there. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and meet with the French. See if we can get 2 or 3 bases. And then we can build ports around the world, and when we'll do that Great White Fleet mission and just sail them around the world. That'll be pretty cool. That'll make a pretty good episode, I think. In the meantime, let's go ahead and bump this stuff up, right? We were going to spend, what was it, 16 billion? So I'm going to spend 8. Well, actually, I should wait to see what I spend on the French deals, arms deal. I said I spent $1 billion already. Oh, confidential information against Iraq. Bangladesh terrorist. Look at that. Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta go. So many things going on in this game. You lose track very quickly. I have to infiltrate. I don't know if I can infiltrate. Are we infiltrating? Nobody. Total jihad. 2,600 fighters. Let's go infiltrate those guys. And we are still waiting. Oh, we're at the actual 4,600. That means we should probably be able to infiltrate more groups, right? Yes. And these guys don't take much. When am I going to get rid of these two? I can't negotiate with them at all to try to... Here's our first meeting. Coffee.
No thanks. My ulcer can't take
Have I always do that with this guy? Champagne.
I'd be happy to.
I think I always do that with this guy.
No, honestly.
Coffee doesn't work, and then I offer champagne. And he says,
Okay.
what the heck. Alright, so we're done with that. Kosovo Mole unprotected. Keep rolling here. And we're going to have a French arms deal. This will be the 3rd French arms deal. 2nd this year, I think, right? So.
Our sportsmen are ready.
Oh, boy.
But if I may, a few words of encouragement.
Let's see. I don't have the infrastructure. See how we do in those sports Olympics in Tokyo in 2020. That's interesting. Is that what's scheduled? Let's see here. Number of medals, classification 26. We went from 75 to 26, so that's a big bump. Although I think I do need the infrastructure for sports. Cyprus Network unprotected. Statement in the press, 5-point bump. Back up to the 70s.
Work is finally over, and the inauguration will take place during the next few weeks.
Okay.
Would you like to attend the ceremony?
Yes, that's our first grand library, I think, right?
The terrorist organization has
Good.
The theory that says
Yes. Keep funding those guys. Looks good. Wait, where was it? I didn't see where the meeting was. I think I lost it. Libyan Democratic Forces are launching major offensives in Libya. Oh, they've lost 1/3 of their troops. That's good. I don't know where any of their bases are. What is that? There's a base. Alright, let's hit those guys. Ah, I gotta get on the military screen. There it is. 1 first-rate fighter. Ooh, look at that. That must be delivered from the French, right? I'm gonna go ahead and get another 20 fighters from them if possible. First rate. Let's Strike that air base. Rebel base. They launched the missile. Here it comes. Syrian tanks. Tank. Meeting with the French president after we confirm this airstrike. I don't know if we got anybody there. Coffee.
Sure.
I love your country.
Very kind.
Vote with me?
I understand what you're saying.
Not yet. They're still not too strong to be under our influence. We're going to be buying fighters from them. Big fighter package here. Alright, so I had 8 billion. I could spend... I'll spend 2 billion on fighters. Right? That's 1 billion. Let's go for 40 fighters and try to get a good price on that. Oh man, they're gonna get killed. 65. 61. 52. Let's go 55. 63. 57, I bet we'll do it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, $2.5 billion on another 40 fighter jets. Top of rate quality from the French. Nice big deal there. That'll help. That'll put us at 355, right? 355. So we spent about $3 billion on the military contract with the French.
You have negotiated a splendid contract
Splendid.
that will undoubtedly help improve our economy. Again, well done.
Militarism, public finance, and then another sit-in. Pacifist Union orchestrating another sit-in on the
To go before the opening ceremony.
French fighter deal.
Our
And
services
we've confirmed
cooperate
it's told jihad. We are infiltrating all those. Let's go ahead and stimulate, build up that cultural influence here. Distribute over the territory. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, it looks like. We have 6 different territories. So let's go ahead and get a new 15,000 seat multi-sports complex in each territory. It's going to cost us 1.2 billion. Confirm that. There we go. That doubles our multi-sports complexes at 15 billion. Very good. And we're going to go ahead and how's inflation looking? Inflation is down to 28% growth. All looks good. 28%. We can also use interest rates again to try to bring that down. I want to take a look at my teaching and health stats. We still got all these categories here that we can bump back up. Students per primary teacher. 9 students in the elementary school classes. That's terrific. Illiteracy rate is going down still. Alright, we're looking pretty good with our numbers for secondary and primary school here. Higher education, I guess we could use more of those. Number of higher education kids has been dropping. Okay. What if I build another... If I build 6 of these... Six. And distribute them over the 4 territories too. Confirm that. 6 new schools. Hey, we didn't get the bump for
For the moment,
We have the sit-in.
No, I don't need to. I thought we were gonna get a big bump for the universities. Look at this, mastery of nuclear fission. Our physicists have succeeded in provoking a nuclear fission reaction and controlling chain reactions coming from the bombardment of atomic kernels that cause tremendous release of energy. Therefore, we are therefore at present able to generate this phenomenon into reactors and recover producing energy. We are not the first, but we can profit from this technology since our manufacturing procedure is very specific. Do you desire to patent and render commercially accessible to the entire world? Yeah. That's kind of dangerous, right? Okay. Where is... I wanted to check out... I want to research. Discovery tree. Nobel Prize is still stuck at 2. 19 discoveries made. Still stuck at 15 patents per year. How are we going to bump that up? Let's see if we can't hire a few more of these guys. Alright, let's do 10,000 more researchers. 300,000, confirm that. Good. And, what did I say? Civil servants. We're gonna bring these up. 1.6 billion. That's good spending, I think. And let's do something with that currency. Change the rates. Up another 1% on the interest. Bring down that inflation. Alright, let's see how that works out. I was expecting a big hike from the sports buildings, but we didn't get that, did we? 86 demonstrations in Greece. State employees, health, education, research, national defense, and employment. Public finance and demonstrations. Who's demonstrating? The federal employee union, not a problem. Interest rates have gone up.
Business leaders are currently marching.
Good. Refuse. I'm curious about a tax cut for businesses, maybe. 67. Economy's doing really well.
I'll give you a quick update on the sit-in.
I think it's the pacifist union that's really our biggest problem. Value added tax. Or I could lower income taxes. 1.2 billion. That'll stimulate the economy for sure, but we're way out of control with the inflation. I gotta bring that inflation down before 27.8. Let's bring the inflation down before we do any type of economic stimulus, I think.
The current political orientation somewhat annoy. From report 12 by
I
Sentinel.
don't know what that's all about. Inauguration. Is that the library? Summer Olympics. Let's check that out. Culture. Get the library. The original goal was 4 grand libraries, and we've got 1 of the 4. That was one of the original series goals. That and getting all those patents, which doesn't seem to be working out for some reason. But we got some big bumps there. We're fully funding the research, right? Maybe I need more laboratories. $2 billion for 100. I think I need more of these, probably. What do we have? 6 regions? 12. Distribute over the whole territory. Boom. Fire that away. And then multidisciplinaries. Let's do another one. Let's do these too. Bump them up Whoa, that's $4 billion. Sure, why not? Give it a bump. Alright, come on, we gotta get some
Men
boost for that.
succeeded in infiltrating key centers.
Infiltrate that Greek. There's only one guy. Nice. 8% on the research. Alright.
Our infiltrated agent was spotted and
Jeez.
murdered.
Yeah, I think we need to build up that research infrastructure. Research infrastructure will probably be the ticket to achieving a lot of those goals. Research and sports infrastructure are going to be the next two big ones. What do we do to our debt with all that spending? Debt. Yeah, didn't take. I guess it's going to take in the next year. Went up with $2 billion, I think. Public debt as a percentage of GDP is 24%. That is fantastic. What's our GDP at? $875 billion.
One of my men succeeded in infiltrating.
All right, infiltrate these guys. We got a couple infiltrations going on here. Nice. Perfection of fragrant fabric. They succeeded in perfecting fragrant fabric. Can't speak today. Textile fibers are woven with perfume fibers. Molecules of perfume are trapped in these fibers, etc., etc. Okay, go ahead and patent that. That's got to be like at least 3 new patents, right, this year? Hoping. World Bank, we are a model country. Ooh, let's see if we can get a debt forgiveness. Keep this going while I check out the paper here. Japan Summer Olympics open. Ukraine, East Donbass, they're in retreat. Ultimatum for Georgian forces. Oh, Russia's gonna end up in a fight with Georgia. Yemen, there's a cold spell in Russia. They took a hit there. Epidemic in the Congo. What else we got here? Our news. Large library constructed. Famous basketball champion welcomes Pace's encouragement of that. Underage crime, satisfactory results. Joint effort, defense administrators, domestic affairs, education, culture, and sports. Okay, that's probably the sports thing. I think got that up there. Dictatorial powers, they're protesting. Oh, that's the humorous jerk. Increased salaries in education. Everyone's gonna like that. Increased salaries in public administration, police, etc., etc. Okay, we are looking good, I think. What is this?
Our governmental cell informed.
Another Egyptian ministerial target. Let's go ahead and... what was I going to do? I think this is going to be... I forgot what I was going to do. Nice! Oh, come on!
As I predicted, the systematic analysis of the habits of small groups
55%? What is there?
strike a serious blow at the terrorists.
What'd you get? A guy and a half or something like that? What the heck is that? Alright, I think that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and like the video if you would like to see more. Don't forget to comment down below, and also buy any type of affiliated marketing things listed in the description. That will definitely help the channel. And there's Patreon. Too many announcements probably for you guys. Anyway, you can help this channel. It would be great. You can link to my Patreon, like I said. $1 a month would be huge help and help me keep this thing going. Otherwise, I'm not sure how much longer I can run this channel unless we start making some money. Unless things turn around on YouTube. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.